What if I'd told you that at 70, the secret to living your best life is not about moving more but about moving less? Right now, society pushes you to stay busy, but what they don't tell you is that slowing down can unlock the deepest peace, joy, and fulfillment you've ever experienced. Ancient wisdom, modern science, and decades of spiritual insight all point to the same truth. By letting go, practicing gratitude, and embracing stillness, you can transform your later years into the most meaningful time of your life. Miss this, and you may never uncover the full beauty of this stage of life. Are you ready to find out how? You've spent decades building, striving, and achieving. Now the journey shifts inward. The path to fulfillment lies in 3 simple practices that can transform how you experience every day. Engaging your mind with intention, letting go of emotional weight, and creating rituals of gratitude. Each day, as you grow older, the world often tells you to keep moving, to stay as active as possible, as though aging is a race to outrun time. But here's the truth. True well-being in your later years isn't about pushing harder. It's about listening deeply to what your body, mind, and soul need. It's about finding a pace that nurtures you rather than exhausts you. It's not about doing less because you can't do more. It's about choosing to move with intention, focusing on what truly matters, and allowing life to unfold with grace. By doing this, you can discover a profound sense of clarity, peace, and joy. Let's begin with the mind. Over the years, your mind has been your constant companion, solving problems, making decisions, and holding memories of a lifetime. But as we age, the mind can also become a source of stress and distraction, weighed down by worries, regrets, or endless noise. That's why one of the most transformative things you can do is cultivate mindful mental activity. Imagine starting each day by simply sitting quietly and breathing. This isn't just about relaxation, it's about connecting to the present moment. Every inhale and exhale becomes a reminder that you are here, alive, and whole. Meditation is one of the simplest and most profound practices you can embrace. You don't need to sit cross-legged on the floor or chant mantras unless you want to. All it takes is closing your eyes, breathing deeply, and focusing on the sensations of your body or the sound of your breath. With time, this practice clears the mental clutter and creates space for peace and clarity. And as your mind becomes calmer, you'll notice a shift, not just in how you feel, but in how you view the world. Worries that once felt overwhelming start to fade, and moments of joy become more vivid. If you've never tried meditation, start small. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and focus on the feeling of the air entering and leaving your lungs. Imagine this breath as a wave, washing away tension and bringing a sense of calm. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference, and if your mind wanders, that's okay. Gently guide it back to your breath. This is not about achieving perfection, it's about creating a space where you can simply be. Another powerful practice is visualization. Picture a life filled with peace, joy, and purpose. Imagine yourself surrounded by the people and experiences that bring you happiness. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's a way of training your mind to focus on what truly matters. When you see these images in your mind, you're planting seeds of intention that can shape your reality. Journaling is another tool that can bring incredible clarity. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and reflections allows you to process your inner world and uncover insights that might otherwise remain hidden. It's like having a conversation with your soul, where every word is a step toward greater understanding. You don't need to write perfectly or follow any rules. Just let your pen flow and see where it takes you. Over time, you may find patterns, realizations, and aha moments of gratitude that enrich your days. These practices of mindful mental activity are not just about calming the mind. They're about awakening to the present moment and creating a sense of inner harmony. And as your mind becomes clearer, you will find it easier to embrace the next practice. Letting go. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack for decades. Inside it are regrets, attachments, and unresolved emotions. As the years go by, this weight can become overwhelming, draining your energy and dimming your joy. But what if you could set that backpack down? What if you could let go of what no longer serves you and feel the lightness of freedom? Letting go is not about forgetting. It's about releasing. It's about making peace with the past so you can fully embrace the present. One of the most powerful ways to let go is through forgiveness. Maybe there are people in your life who have hurt you, intentionally or unintentionally. Maybe there are times when you've been hard on yourself, holding on to mistakes, or wishing you'd done things differently. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of resentment and guilt. When you forgive, you're not just letting others off the hook. You're giving yourself permission to heal. If forgiveness feels difficult, start small. Take a moment to write a letter, whether it's to someone else or to yourself. You don't need to send it. Simply putting your feelings into words can be a powerful step toward release. Imagine the weight lifting from your shoulders as you let go of anger, regret, or disappointment. Feel the space that opens up in your heart, making room for peace and joy. Another way to practice letting go is to declutter it, not just your physical space, but your mental and emotional space as well. Look around your home and notice the things that no longer serve a purpose. Maybe it's an old piece of clothing, a stack of papers, or even a piece of furniture. By letting go of these items, you create a sense of simplicity and clarity. And as you declutter your physical space, you may find that your mind feels lighter too. Letting go also involves embracing impermanence, the understanding that nothing in life is permanent, and that's okay. The beauty of life lies in its fleeting nature. The flowers bloom and fade, the seasons change, and so do we. When you accept this, you can stop clinging to the past or fearing the future. You can step into the present moment with open arms and a peaceful heart. Letting go opens the door to something extraordinary, the ability to fully experience the present moment. When you release the weight of regrets, attachments, and fears, you create space for something far more powerful: gratitude. And that brings us to the third transformative practice: creating rituals of gratitude. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a way of seeing the world, a lens through which everything becomes meaningful. At this stage in life, gratitude has the power to shift your focus from what you've lost to what you still have. It transforms ordinary moments into sacred experiences. Imagine starting your day with a simple act of gratitude. Perhaps it's savoring your morning tea or coffee, holding the cup in your hands, feeling its warmth and truly appreciating the comfort it brings. This small ritual becomes a moment of mindfulness, a chance to ground yourself in the beauty of the here and now. Gratitude is not about grand gestures. It's about noticing the little things, the everyday miracles that so often go overlooked. One of the simplest and most effective ways to cultivate gratitude is through journaling. At the end of each day, take a moment to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or life-changing. It could be the way sunlight filtered through your window, the sound of laughter, or the kindness of a stranger. Over time, this practice trains your mind to focus on the positive, to see blessings even in challenging times. And as you reflect on these moments of gratitude, you'll notice a shift, a deeper appreciation for life as it is. But gratitude isn't just about looking back. It's about being present and intentional in the moment. Take a walk outside and notice the world around you, the way the leaves rustle in the wind, the feeling of the sun on your skin, or the rhythm of your breath as you move. These are not just sensations. They are reminders of the beauty and interconnectedness of life. When you walk with gratitude, each step becomes a prayer, each moment a gift. There's also a profound spiritual dimension to gratitude. It's not just about appreciating what's around you, it's about recognizing your connection to something greater. Whether you call it God, the universe, or simply life itself, gratitude is a way of honoring that connection. It's a way of saying, I see the goodness in this moment, and I am thankful for it. When you approach life with this mindset, even challenges can become opportunities for growth and understanding. Consider how you might turn everyday tasks into rituals of gratitude. When you prepare a meal, take a moment to appreciate the ingredients, the hands that grew and harvested them, the earth that nourished them. When you speak to a loved one, let your words carry the energy of appreciation and love. These small shifts in perspective transform the mundane into the meaningful. They remind you that life, in all its simplicity, is sacred. Gratitude also has remarkable effects on your physical and mental well-being. Studies show that practicing gratitude can lower stress, improve sleep, and even strengthen your immune system. But beyond the science, there's something deeply intuitive about it. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you align yourself with joy, peace, and abundance. Gratitude is not just a practice, it's a state of being, one that nurtures your spirit and deepens your connection to the world. And here's the beauty of gratitude: it's contagious. When you express gratitude, you inspire others to do the same. Your appreciation becomes a ripple, touching the lives of those around you. Imagine the impact of a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a heartfelt thank you. These small acts of gratitude create a sense of community, a reminder that we are all connected. Now think about how these three practices, mindful mental activity, letting go, and gratitude, work together. When you calm your mind, you create space for clarity and peace. When you let go, you release the burdens that keep you stuck. And when you cultivate gratitude, you fill that space with joy and appreciation. Together they form a foundation for a life that is rich, meaningful, and fulfilling. At 70 and beyond, life is not about striving or proving, it's about being. It's about embracing the beauty of the moment and finding peace in the rhythm of your days. These practices are not just tools, they are ways of living, ways of connecting to the essence of who you are. And the more you integrate them into your life, the more you'll discover the depth and richness that aging gracefully can bring. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose and peace. Imagine feeling light and free, unburdened by regrets or anxieties. Imagine seeing the world through eyes of wonder, appreciating the simple joys that make life beautiful. This is what's possible when you move less and focus on the things that truly matter. This is the gift of intentional living. And it's never too late to start. Whether you've been practicing mindfulness for years or are just beginning, every moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to deepen your connection to yourself and the world around you. Aging is not a decline, it's an awakening. It's a time to step into the fullness of who you are, to celebrate the wisdom you've gained, and to live with an open heart. As you reflect on these practices, consider how they might fit into your life. What small changes can you make to create more space for mindfulness, letting go, and gratitude? Maybe it's starting your day with a few minutes of quiet breathing. Maybe it's writing a letter of forgiveness. Maybe it's simply taking the time to notice the beauty around you. Whatever it is, know that each step you take brings you closer to a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Picture yourself sitting in a quiet room, the morning light streaming through the window. You hold a warm cup of tea in your hands. It's not just a drink, it's a moment. You close your eyes, feel the warmth, and take a deep breath. This simple act becomes a ritual of gratitude, a pause to appreciate the life you've lived and the day ahead. It's in these small, intentional moments that life becomes richer, fuller, and more meaningful. This is the beauty of slowing down. In a world that often equates movement with progress, slowing down is a revolutionary act. It's about choosing presence over productivity, depth over speed. At this stage of life, you've earned the right to step back from the rush and embrace a gentler pace. Slowing down doesn't mean doing less. It means doing what matters, with greater intention. It means giving your attention fully to the things that bring you joy, the people who uplift you, and the practices that nurture your soul. Think about the rhythm of your day. Are there moments when you feel rushed or overwhelmed? What would happen if you gave yourself permission to pause? When you slow down, you begin to notice things you may have overlooked. A bird singing outside your window, the way the sunlight dances on the floor, the softness of a breeze on your skin. These moments are not trivial. They are life itself, unfolding in its purest form, and when you pay attention to them, you cultivate a sense of wonder that enriches your experience of the world. One of the most profound ways to slow down is through mindful movement. This doesn't mean pushing your body to its limits or adhering to strict exercise regimens. It's about connecting with your body in a way that feels gentle and nourishing. Consider practices like Tai Chi or yoga, which emphasize slow, deliberate movements and the connection between breath and body. These practices are not just physical, they are meditative, allowing you to tune into the present moment and cultivate a sense of balance and ease. Even something as simple as walking can become a mindful practice. The next time you go for a walk, try slowing your pace. Feel the ground beneath your feet, notice the rhythm of your breath, and take in your surroundings with all your senses. This is not about reaching a destination. It's about experiencing the journey. Walking mindfully transforms an ordinary activity into a sacred ritual, one that grounds you in the here and now. Slowing down also allows you to deepen your relationships. When you're fully present with the people you care about, conversations become more meaningful and connections grow stronger. Instead of rushing through interactions, take the time to listen, to share, and to simply be together. These moments of connection are among the greatest gifts of life, and they become even more precious as time goes on. In the stillness of slowing down, you may also find space to reflect on your journey. Aging is often seen as a time of loss, but it's also a time of profound gain, a time to harvest the wisdom of your experiences and to share it with others. Reflect on the lessons you've learned, the challenges you've overcome, and the joys that have shaped your life. This reflection is not about dwelling on the past, but about honoring it as a source of strength and insight. As you slow down, you may notice that life begins to feel more spacious. There's no need to rush or prove yourself. You've already done so much, and now is the time to simply be. This spaciousness creates room for creativity, for play, and for the things that bring you genuine happiness. Whether it's reading a book, tending a garden, or spending time with loved ones, these moments become the threads that weave a life of meaning and fulfillment. Slowing down is not just a physical act. It's a state of mind. It's about letting go of the need to do everything and embracing the freedom to do what feels right. It's about trusting that you are enough, just as you are, and that life doesn't have to be rushed to be meaningful. When you slow down, you create a sense of peace that radiates through every aspect of your life. And this peace is not just for you, it's something you share with the world. When you move through life with calm and intention, you inspire others to do the same. Your presence becomes a source of comfort and inspiration, a reminder that there is beauty in simplicity and grace in stillness. Slowing down is not a retreat from life, it's an invitation to live more fully, to savor the moments that matter and to connect deeply with yourself and those around you. Imagine what it would feel like to carry this sense of peace with you throughout your day, to wake up each morning with a heart full of gratitude, to move through the world with a calm mind, and to end each day with a sense of fulfillment. This is the gift of slowing down, the ability to find joy in the present moment and to create a life that feels rich and abundant, no matter your age. As you reflect on these practices, mindful mental activity, letting go, rituals of gratitude and slowing down, know that they are not just ideas. They are tools, pathways to a life that feels whole and meaningful. They remind you that aging is not about decline, but about deepening your connection to the things that truly matter. It's about celebrating the journey you've been on and embracing the chapters that are yet to come. You are not defined by what you can or cannot do. You are defined by the love you share, the wisdom you carry, and the way you choose to live each day. At 70 and beyond, life is not about striving, it's about being. And in that being you will find a sense of freedom and joy that transcends anything you've experienced before. Experience. So take a breath, feel the life within you. and remember that this moment, right here, is enough. The journey is not over, it's just beginning, and it's filled with endless possibilities for peace, joy, and fulfillment. As we bring this journey to a close, I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow with a renewed sense of purpose. Picture yourself carrying the wisdom of these practices, mindful mental activity, letting go, gratitude, and slowing down, into your day. You open your eyes not with a sense of rushing or obligation, but with peace. You sit quietly for a moment, maybe with your hands resting gently in your lap, and you take a deep breath. That breath, that single moment, becomes your anchor, a reminder that this life is yours to savor. That's it. You've spent a lifetime giving, creating, building, and navigating the ups and downs of existence. Now is the time to honor all that you've done by giving back to yourself. This doesn't mean retreating or withdrawing. It means stepping into a deeper connection with your soul and the world around you. Aging gracefully isn't about fading away. It's about shining with a different kind of light, one that radiates peace, wisdom, and love. Think of letting go as a gift to yourself. It's not about forgetting your past, but about freeing yourself from the grip of what no longer serves you. Every regret, every burden, every what-if you've carried can be released, making space for new joy, new understanding, and new beginnings. It's like walking through a garden after clearing away the weeds. You suddenly see the beauty of the flowers, the vibrancy of life. Now, imagine filling that space with gratitude. You look around and see not what's missing but what's present. The sound of a loved one's laughter, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the wisdom that comes from a life well lived. Gratitude is like a lens that sharpens your focus, bringing into view all the goodness that surrounds you. It's a way of celebrating life, not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. And slowing down, this is your permission slip to step off the treadmill of constant activity and into a rhythm that feels natural and fulfilling. Slowing down is not about doing less. It's about experiencing more. It's about being fully present for the moments that truly matter, whether it's a quiet walk, a meaningful conversation, or the simple joy of sitting still. In slowing down, you reclaim time, and with it, the richness of your life. These practices are not separate. They weave together into a tapestry that supports and nourishes you. When you quiet your mind through meditation, you create the clarity needed to let go. When you let go, you make room for gratitude. And when you embrace gratitude, you naturally find yourself slowing down to savor each moment. Together, these practices guide you toward a life that feels balanced, intentional, and deeply fulfilling. You might be wondering, where do I start? The answer is, wherever you are. If you've never meditated before, start with a single breath. If letting go feels overwhelming, begin with one small release, a thought, an object, or an old resentment. If gratitude feels elusive, look for just one thing, however small, that makes you smile. And if slowing down seems impossible, take one moment today to pause, to breathe, and to simply be. This isn't about doing everything at once. It's about taking gentle steps, listening to what your heart and body need, and honoring the pace that feels right for you. There is no finish line, no race to win, only a journey to be embraced. With each small step, you'll find yourself moving closer to the life you want to live. A life filled with peace, joy, and meaning. Remember, this stage of life is not about diminishing, it's about deepening. It's about realizing that your value is not tied to what you can do, but to who you are. Your presence, your wisdom, and your love are gifts to the world. Gifts that only grow more precious with time. By embracing these practices, you give yourself the gift of living fully, with grace and intention. As you close your eyes tonight, think about one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's a memory, a person, or a simple pleasure from the day. Hold that thought close to your heart and let it guide you into a peaceful rest. And when you wake up tomorrow, let that gratitude be the foundation of your day. the starting point for a life lived with purpose and joy. Aging is not an end, it's a continuation, a chapter filled with its own unique beauty. The life you've lived has brought you to this moment, and this moment is full of possibility. With mindful mental activity, the courage to let go, the practice of gratitude, and the art of slowing down, you can create a life that feels vibrant, meaningful, and whole. This is your time to shine, to savor, and to embrace the fullness of who you are. So take a deep breath. Feel the peace that comes with knowing you are exactly where you're meant to be, and remember, life isn't about rushing to the next moment. It's about cherishing the one you're in. You have everything you need within you to live with grace, with love, and with joy. This is your time, this is your life, and it's beautiful. On breathing in through your nose, trust that your breathing out is done with guidance and peace. On breathing out, on breathing in through your mouth, and it's beautiful.